How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be talking about Dollar Tree's $1.25 candy. Yeah, pretty cool. You can go to Dollar Tree and get some candy for Halloween this year. Now, in regards to the price and everything, when you look at Halloween candy, I always like to, scout out a few stores just when you're shopping, between the early time when they set all this stuff out and then when you actually need it, and just kind of take note of the price, different stores, how many pieces of candy versus the cost, and divide it out to get your per piece cost. And I think that you're doing okay if you get that below 10 cents. And with Dollar Tree's new price of $1.25, that means you're looking for bags with more than 13 pieces of candy in them. And I find that their name brand stuff isn't usually that much cheaper than, other stores. But it's the candy from smaller manufacturers that can usually put out a pretty big bag for a relatively cheap cost. I mean, I said you want 13 pieces for $1.25. There's stuff in here that is 25 to 50 pieces, which is a really great deal. And yeah, they're usually not as good as the name brand candy, although they are pretty sugary. And the thing is, though, I usually try to use this as, a way to beef up the candy supply. Kids, they get to your door and they usually want multiple pieces of candy, and if you're giving out 2 name brand pieces of candy to every kid, then that can get a little expensive. So I usually try to do an A piece and a B piece. Give them that name brand piece of candy, but then give them a piece or 2 of the B candy as well. It beefs up the numbers, and plus, I find that kids like it more than you think. Adults have this thing in their head where the kids want only the biggest and the best candy, but really, whenever you give a kid an interesting and different piece of candy, that usually catches their eye. And there's some things in here that are pretty cheap that I find that kids really do like, and stuff that is really comparable to the big guys. So, without further ado, I have 6 bags off to the side here. We're going to switch to the close-up camera and take a look at some interesting Dollar Tree candy. So without further ado, to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle taking a closer look at some of that Dollar Tree Halloween candy. Now, I guess we'll just start with the one I held up during the video. This is the Spooktacular Gummies mix. We can see we have 25 pieces, so that's a pretty good deal, and 3 flavored shapes. So we get the Bloody Cherry Skull, the Screamy Watermelon Owl, and the Ruddy Raspberry Ghost. That's pretty cool. Back of the package is relatively standard, if you guys want to know the nutritional information. Now let's open it up and take a look at some of the flavors. So I want to try to find one of each piece so we can take a look at the molds. Here is the Ghost, the Ruddy Raspberry Ghost, and here is the Bloody Cherry Skull. He's got the big eyes there. He does have teeth and a little bit of a nose, but I don't know if you guys can see that. And lastly, the Screaming Watermelon Owl, and he does have a little bit of a pattern like on the front with the big eyes, but again, I don't know how well you can see him in his gummy form. I'll go ahead and eat one. Which one? I want the Ghost. I don't know. Pac-Man fan, I guess. This looks a little like the Pac-Man Ghost, so I'm gonna go ahead and open him up, and that'll be the one that I try. You can see he's got a dusting of sugar on him and a really nice, happy face. Gotta love that. Yeah. A chewy, like a gummy bear, with a really intense flavor. I'll have to try the other 2 later. Like all chewies, it does last for a minute. Anyway, after that, we have 2 things that kind of go together, these two packages, and that's the candy sticks. We see this one has Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, and Flintstones, and the other bag I have has the superheroes. You see Superman and Batman over here on the front, and we see that each one has 25 pieces. So again, a really good price there. And these are one that, you know, adults see them, and the adults go, they're just a candy stick, who cares? But really, so many times when I give these out to kids, they get super happy going, oh wow, Batman, you know? So that I do find kids like these much more than you may think. Let's crack open the box, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the artwork. There is different ones, so there's two different Batmen there, and then you flip them to the back, and there's different images on the back. I think, yeah, so a closer one and a farther away one. And this pack is going to have, like, there's an orange Batman there. I think they're all Batman and Superman this time around. I have had in previous years where there were more superheroes in them, but I'm thinking this year they're all Batman and Superman pictures. There's a orange for Superman, but there is quite a big variety in the number of designs for these boxes. But that's pretty cool, and I guess I'll open this one up and show you guys what a candy stick looks like. I think old-timey they used to make them look like cigarettes, but that's obviously not politically correct anymore. But yeah, it's a candy stick, so it's a stick of sugar, and you can suck on it or bite it. Either way, nice little sugar rush there. Let's open up the other one. And we can see, I'll try to get one from each cartoon, but there's Tom and Jerry. So Tom and Jerry on one side, that's just Jerry on the back there. Well, here's, just to show you that there's multiple for each one. There's the yellow Tom and Jerry. Let's get Fred Flintstone there, and Fred and Barney both on the back. And the other one is Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, a great cartoon, and the most horror-appropriate in here. Let's find one more Scooby-Doo. Is this the same? That's the same Scooby-Doo. There's a different one. This one's got the mystery machine on it, and Scooby on the back. So yeah, these are really cheap. Like I said, $1.25 for 25 pieces. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the kids always get excited when you give them their favorite cartoon character. Here's Dino, and then Barney on the back. Okay, Castle's getting a little full. Let's shove this in the back. And, oh, hey, these next ones I really like. And again, two that kind of go together. These are the Mixins. These are sweet and sour. And these are Mixins Gummy and Chewy. But take a look at this. Over 50 pieces. Now we're getting into a good deal. But we're also getting assorted gummies, gummy rings, tangy chews, juicy fruit bites. And then the other one, we're getting sweet and sour juicy candy, fruity chews, which a little bit like the other one, Tiger Pops, and Bon Bon Bum, sour lollipop of some kind. So I really do like the variety. I like all the strange little things that are in here. And hey, 50 pieces and there's just a ton of variety in here? That's pretty great. Takes a second to open up. That's a pretty tough plastic. And take a look inside. There's a Tiger Pop, so if you were expecting it to be bigger, that's a little bigger than a Dum Dum. And there's one of the fruit chews, a pretty standard, the double tie candy. And, oh, the Bon Bon Bum. Okay, we found 3 of them. What are we still looking for? The juice, it's the blue one. Here it is. Strawberry Delights filled hard candy. Okay, so it's a hard candy with a gooey candy on the inside. I think I had one of these last year. Max Fruitalicious. I think I remember these being pretty good. Again, very sugary. Open it up. Little hard candy design. Yeah, it's one of those that is chewy, but you gotta give it a minute. While I'm eating that, I'll open the other bag. Whoa! Okay, so they just exploded across the studio, and I'll have to hunt them down later. But I caught most of them. Gummy ring. Fruity Chews. What am I looking for? The Tangy Chews and the assorted gummies. Another assorted gummy. And the Tangy Chews. Lots and lots of different stuff there. I'm still working on the Max. Gummy candies always take a little while extra. Lastly, I have Charms Mini Pops. Tons of cool flavors. 40 pops. Yeah, not official Dum Dums, but I feel that the Dum Dums kind of sucker. You can usually get a lot of those pretty cheap, and you can usually find a bunch of suckers relatively cheap, be it at Dollar Tree or really anywhere else. So 40 pieces, not as good as these gummy ones, but still quite a bit, and a Dum Dum style sucker is relatively classic. So let's open that up, and this time we're not going to explode all over the studio. And there is all the candy in there. So we get a bunch of different flavors. Ah, man, I cannot read the banana. Yellow on white. Great printing. What's this one? Watermelon. The brown one is root beer. I don't know why that's a classic Dum Dums flavor, but everybody has root beer. Bubblegum flavor, which in my experience means primarily just a sugar flavor. We get a strawberry flavor. And did I do it's the orange flavor. So quite a few flavors in here. And that's my Dollar Tree candy. So 6 bags, and we have a 40 piece, 250, and 3 25s. So that'd be 75, 140, which would be, what is that, $2.15 total? So for $6 and, well, no, add the quarters. I should have done this math earlier. For $7.50, 215 pieces of candy, I believe. I think that's a pretty good deal. Lots of cool, random little pieces, cartoon characters, suckers, and gummies. Lots of fun stuff in here. So, a good value. And I do love the mystery and random aspect of it. To everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This will probably be my Dollar Tree playlist where you can see me unbox other Dollar Tree stuff and take a look at it. And maybe, lots of movies in there as well. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Dollar Tree playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.